We've got a really dirty truck here today, super dirty. You've never seen anything this dirty in your entire life. I don't know what the heck you did to this thing, man. This is atrocious and a real challenge for a touchless wash. Old Glory versus Stars and Stripes. So let's see how they do side by side. We're gonna split it in half and we're gonna have a race, see who gets it done first. We've already got 800 milliliters of water in each one of these foam cannons. So now the only thing we gotta do is top them off with the soap. They all mix 4 to 1. We'll keep it all equal so that it's nice and fair. All the way up to 1,000. 200 milliliters, just to be fair, you know? And then I like to tighten the knob all the way down on the top. These are adjustable. I had someone the other day who asked me, they said, hey, the pattern's not wide enough. I had another guy who said the pattern's too wide. And we said, hey, you can twist this thing, bro. Seriously.
Just twist it.
And then they can turn horizontal as well. So these are really nice cannons for that. So we have our contestants here. Who's taking over the other side against me? Who's gonna win in the race? It's your truck.
I'll do it then.
All right, let's go. What do you want, Old Glory or Stars and Stripes?
I'll mess around with Stars and Stripes.
Stars and Stripes? All right, I'm gonna win on time, but maybe you'll win on results. How about that?
Time will tell.
All right,
Or
perfect.
results will tell, I should
Results will tell. This is the gun that you'll be using here. I'm gonna use the same one on the other side with the same specs. Go. And my work here is done, but he's got to go around it again. So I guess I win on speed. What you're gonna do when you do the rinse now, you're gonna get in there real close, you know, stay about 12 inches out. You know, just keep yourself there. I work from the bottom to the top because it helps me make sure I know where I hit. The soap is only loosening up all that grime, but the power washer is what's taking it off. So hit it like you're scrubbing it, not like you're just rinsing it. And then that'll get you the same results as I get. And we'll see if we can keep up. Your side should turn out better in theory. There's more chemistry going on your side, man. You're real focused on quality. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I might have skipped a little bit on my side as far as that angle. We got to dry it off now. We don't know how we did until it's dry.
You shall see.
So this is our Stars and Stripes side here. Let's see what we've got left. We know for a fact that the Old Glory is faster. So there's a couple areas where there's just a little bit of film left. This is the Stars and Stripes side. You know, you can see some of that stuff. That's either the limitation of the soap and how good it can do, or you can come in tighter and hit a little harder with the pressure, or mix stronger. And at a certain point, it's just like, you're not gonna get that anyway. And that's where physical contact comes in. Rims have still got a little bit of junk on them, man. These are gonna need a scrub to get them all the way. So anyway, the rubber is nice and dark, and that wasn't too hard. Right here, you see some of the fingerprints from closing the door, right? So 100% there. Now this was just snake oiled 2 weeks ago. Isn't that right?
Yeah, about
2 weeks ago. So, you know, that helps you get better results, but doesn't always get you all the way there. I just try and manage expectations, because this stuff is not gonna be like a miracle product, you know what I mean? It's a shortcut, it's a maintenance wash, and so that's how far you can expect to get, and every now and then you bust out a mitt and you take it all the way. Like the rims here, they need it, man. We could even come back and hit this right now. I'm seeing more bugs on your side than on my side, and being that we hit more soaps on this side, I'm thinking that maybe the key is that I come in at like 2 inches away, because I wasn't too worried about your paint.
You told me 12 inches. I was listening to 12 inches.
So I come in on the front like real tight, but you got to be real careful that you don't hit any chips in the paint, because you're gonna make them a lot bigger. I have a bad habit of getting in real tight. I've been doing it a long time, so it's kind of comfortable for me for some reason, even on other people's things, because I never really have issues come up, because I'm looking for chips. And as long as I don't get into any chipped paint, then it'll never be a problem. But I do come in tighter, maybe 6 inches. So you could come in a little tighter and still be pretty safe. Remember, that 25-degree pattern is spreading out that pressure a little bit, so you don't have to worry too much about it's not the full pressure hitting it. You can touch the spray pattern like and feel the impact. It's when you get real close that it starts to be like, oh my God, this is dangerous. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Don't do it, but you know.
Yeah.
But if you were to feel it, you would know at 6 inches, like, okay, that's hitting a little harder, but it's not generally too much that the vehicle can't handle. So I would say hit a little harder right there. Otherwise, I think the results probably would have been pretty similar, because we don't have a lot of bugs on the Old Glory side. Coming back around over here onto Old Glory, man, very interesting. That looks pretty darn good. One thing you got to keep in mind with touch-free washes is that there's no two situations generally that are going to be the same, at least from my perspective, because I'm dealing with a lot of different states, a lot of different industries and a lot of different dirt that's related to that. So like in an oil refinery town, all the vehicles in that town are gonna have more oil on their vehicle than like normal inorganic grime.
Absolutely.
And in that situation, Old Glory is gonna do great because it's an alkaline and it's kind of a degreaser. Stars and Stripes goes on with an acidic step first and then an alkaline step over it. So you're leaning more towards the inorganic stuff, the metals, the brake dust, all of that. You can reverse those steps and get better results by putting Stripes on first, then Stars in those situations. But that's why it's always up to the customer how strong you mix it. Because if you're not happy with this, you could go a little stronger. Or if you find that you're all the way there, you could go a little weaker and save some money. So that's why I tell people, just stretch it as far as you can. Now these wheels don't look as good to me. Under heavy scrutiny here, I feel like these are dirtier than your side. What do you think? You guys are looking at them too.
I would agree from up here.
So this is probably because we did not use an acidic pre-soak. So Old Glory is a little more limited on cleaning your rims. And so in certain instances, Old Glory could be a good tool. You could always bust out like a wheel brush or something after it's foamed up and just hit these real quick and then save a step. Looking on the paint over here, it's still got that little bit of something, but it's not too bad. And like you mentioned with your paint correction, if you get that completely silky smooth on the base layer, that will also clean up easier. Let's come around to the back. This is where I wanted to really see what happened. Old Glory, no soap, and Stars and Stripes. No soap's not that bad. I feel like I can see a little bit of a difference, but you can see it got a little more road film off here, and then over here. That's very similar to Old Glory, man. Very interesting. We could go harder with this thing, get a little mitt wash in there, get the wheels real good. Look at that thing rip, huh? There you go. I think yours is thinner.
That's what I usually use at home.
Okay, perfect. This is the scrubby mitt on a stick cover. So this is good for bugs. We're gonna find out the hard way here. Let's do it up. We had some left on here on the first touch free wash. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting them. It's helpful. It's such a hard material. It almost feels wrong to put it on paint, but sometimes you need that scrubbiness, man. I think one place this one would really excel is on stacks on a big rig. Steve, come on over here and try this thing out, man. What do you think about this? Kind of got McDonald's old school colors right now.
I think that'll actually really do good for the stacks.
The stacks, I think so.
It's not going to scratch it, but it's going to pull all that grime and bug guts off.
How do you feel about that one, Steve?
It's not bad. I think it actually does pretty darn good.
This is just really nice to be able to do the entire thing from one side, right? How nice is this? I can't say enough about the mitt on a stick, bro. Look at that. Look at the reach, dude. You still can't reach that with a ladder. You'd just be up higher. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you that thing, because you know you want it. Wow. This paint is looking pretty fresh, dude. Look at that stuff split off of there. We need to narrow down our drying towel assortment, bro. What do we have, like 17 different drying towel options at this point, Tyler? I think we have at least 17. And we just added another one. So now we got the Rag Company Camo, digital camo. It's a slim towel. I was playing with it and I was like, what's the point of this non-absorbent side, you know? But I don't know, maybe there's a point to it. We'll find out later. This side's pretty nice. It does work, but it's limited to a smaller vehicle, I think. Maybe it has its place in our lineup, I don't know. We've got the House of Rags. There's a bunch of different options. This is the GOAT right here. We don't sell that one yet, and I can't even imagine adding more options yet. Let's get rid of some first. So what are we gonna do? We gotta get something going. You wanna try this one out? See how you like that? We got the Rag Company 1500. This is one of my personal favorites. It's a really nice high GSM 30 by 30. Look at that guy. You drive a big rig, you'd probably like to drive that thing, huh? This is the Auto Fiber Dreadnought XXL, the Liquidator. So now let's see here, let me put this somewhere. We got the Liquidator. All right, so who's gonna drive the Liquidator? One of you guys wanna have some fun with one of these? Liquidator, have some fun with that one. Let us know what you guys think of each one at the end. Whoever's unhappy, we nix that towel, how about that? We both ended up with a dry hood, except for the middle. Apparently if you use detail sprays with these, it'll clog them up a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it'll shorten the lifespan of the towel.
I'm sold on this one. I gotta get one of these.
Look at the holes I got in mine. Look at it. I didn't even do anything yet. I just opened this one. Look at the holes. I know for a fact that I didn't snag anything on that paint. I wonder if, you know what, we'll leave it up to the comment section. Which towel gets eliminated? Is it the Rag Company 1500, the Rag Company Liquidator, the Rag Company Digital Camo, or the Auto Fiber Dreadnought XL, or the Dreadnought Double XL? We also have the Dreadnought Juniors, which are like 16-inch ones that come in 2 packs. Oh my God, we have too many drying towels in here, dude. Get them gone. Take this with you.
I think this one was good for like small areas, like
Yeah.
the grill. Just because
Yeah.
this one had so much more weight.
That's a
on the
good
hood.
point. Yeah, that's a
The
good
hood
point.
especially, or the tonneau cover here, it just glided a lot better. This one kind of just floated. I like this one for tighter areas. For overall, probably this one or.
This one was really good with the whole side. Did really, really good with that.
Sounds like you guys will be happy taking those home. Keep them all. These are from Auto Fiber. These are called Tire Savers. It's just an applicator. Each one of you guys gets one. Let's try the new stuff. I'll juice the tires. This is a new dressing I'm trying out. We're just gonna see if we can make it work good. You know, these are actually pretty dark already, but we'll put these on and you guys can just see if you like this, because it's water-based instead of solvent-based. I want to be able to water down the tire shine. I think we need to make it more viscous. Work it in and let me know what you think. How runny it is right now. Interesting. Very interesting.
Once this got wet, it's just running.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
I like this stuff. Once it's leveled out, I just feel like it looks like milk when you spray it. I hate that. I hate that. It's too runny. It's got to be somewhat more viscous. It's definitely going to be a nice solution once we get that viscosity up. Let me know how it holds up for you over time.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what we need the most is like, I need to hear about the durability. Wow, that looks a lot better. I'm glad we took it a little further. You know, it took a little more time. That really took it to a different place. How do you feel?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
I'd say that it was necessary to take it a hands-on approach just to get it all the way there.
Oh, for sure.
It looks a lot better. All right, so now we know Old Glory's faster than Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes can do a hair better on the wheels, and ultimately you have to hand wash every now and then if you want to get it all the way there.